as you have probably deduced by the title and thumbnail of this video, today I will be discussing the 10 most popular Miss Universe winners of all time. Now, there have been many Miss Universe winners, more than 70 in fact, so it's going to be quite difficult for me to deduce the 10 most popular Miss Universes, especially during times when there was no social media. So what I did actually is I took it upon myself to look up each and every one of these women's online presences in order to deduce which one of them is the most popular on Instagram, at least. And I know that a lot of these women do not have Instagram, especially the early Miss Universes. I would say if a woman was crowned before the 1970s, you can pretty much just know that I could not find any social media presence for any of the women who were crowned in the mid-60s to 1950s. So most of the women on this list are obviously going to be more recent Miss Universes, since, you know, social media and media around pageantry has really picked up recently. Number 10 is Miss Universe 2006, Miss Zuleyka Rivera, who has 2.2 million followers on Instagram. She is obviously an icon. She appeared at Miss Universe 2006 wearing the iconic chain dress that was so heavy it left marks on her neck. She was also the leading lady in the iconic Despacito music video. Despacito was the biggest song circa 2017, and obviously Miss Zuleyka was representing Puerto Rico when she won. The 9th most popular Miss Universe is Miss Universe 2010, Ximena Navarette, who has 2.7 million followers on Instagram. She is a famous telenovela actress, which obviously also adds to her popularity. She was representing Mexico when she won Miss Universe 2010. At number 8, we have a personal favorite of mine, Zozibini Tunzi, who was Miss Universe 2019. She has 2.8 million followers on Instagram. Now, there's a lot to say about Miss Zozi. She was the first black woman from South Africa to win a major international pageant. She was the first black woman to win Miss Universe with her short, natural 4C type hair. And she's just an icon, to be honest with you. During her year of reign, Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, Miss America, and Miss World were all of African descent, and all this tied into the fact that Zozibini was really an icon and a model for young girls everywhere, but especially young girls of color. Now, obviously, as stated before, Zozibini is one of my favorites because she was representing my birth country, South Africa, when she won Miss Universe 2019. At number 7, we have Miss Universe 2016, Miss Iris Mittenaere, who has 3.1 million followers on Instagram. Now, Miss Iris is obviously from France, and in France, she is somewhat of a celebrity. I mean, she is a TV presenter, and she's also got a book out, so she's an author. I love Iris, and I definitely think that she deserves all of the accolades in the world. At number 6, we have the most recent Miss Universe, well, former Miss Universe, Miss Harnaaz Sandhu, who has 4.6 million followers on Instagram. She was representing India when she was crowned Miss Universe 2021. And I think what made Harnaaz's reign special, or perhaps even controversial, is that she really gained a substantial amount of weight during her reign. Obviously, she came out and said that this was because of a medical condition. But regardless of the reason, this is what made her reign, interesting and stand out. And I think this is one of the things, unfortunately, that her reign will be remembered for. But she did open the doors a bit more for women of all shapes and sizes and body proportions to be accepted more. And I mean, women's bodies change all the time, so I definitely think as a whole, Harnaaz's reign was a positive for pageantry. At number 5, we have Miss Universe 2012 Olivia Culpo with 5.3 million followers on Instagram. Now, Miss Olivia is a model and an actress. She actually had a small role in I Feel Pretty and The Other Woman, who were obviously big films in the US and all over the world, and she's just a sort of celebrity in the US right now. She was also the most previous host for Miss Universe, hosting Miss Universe 2022 alongside Jeannie Mai, and obviously she represented the USA when she was crowned Miss Universe. Number 4, we have a lot of people's favorite Miss Universe. We have Miss Universe 2014 Paulina Vega with 6.2 million followers on Instagram. Paulina is an actress, but she is also the predecessor to Pia Wurtzbach, and she was actually the unfortunate person who had to crown and then unceremoniously uncrown Ariadna Gutierrez at Miss Universe 2015. Paulina obviously was from Colombia, and Ariadna, the woman who was mistakenly crowned, was also from Colombia, so this was a bit of a harsh thing to go through. And I think the fact that she handled it with so much grace and poise won her a lot of fans when she had to crown and uncrown her fellow countrywoman and then graciously give the crown over to Pia. At number 3, we have an older Miss Universe. We have Miss Universe 1994, Sushmita Sen, who has 7 million followers on Instagram. Sushmita is a very successful Bollywood actress, and obviously from that you can deduce that she was representing India at Miss Universe 1994. And Sushmita is actually the only Miss Universe outside of the 2010s and 2000s and 2020s to feature on this list. At number 2, we have Miss Universe 2018, the gorgeous Catriona Gray, who has 13.4 million followers on Instagram. Catriona actually competed at Miss World 2016, where she got a spot in the top 5. She's also known for her absolutely iconic lava dress and the walk that accompanied that dress. She also had a killer swimsuit walk. I think this whole situation actually is the reason why Catriona is so famous. She is just a model, an icon for how to walk, how to do a stage performance in pageantry. She is just an absolute master. And I think what's so beautiful about Catriona is, I remember in 2018, it was so beautiful, such a beautiful moment in pageantry, because she truly brought together the pageant world. There was not a person on earth who thought that Catriona did not deserve to win, and I think that that's what made Catriona Gray, or what makes Catriona Gray so special, is that we can all come together in our mutual adoration for this Filipina queen. Speaking of Filipina queens, at number 1, yes, of course, we have to have Miss Universe 2015 Pia Wurtzbach with 14.1 million followers on Instagram. I have long thought that Pia was the most famous Miss Universe ever because of what happened in 2015 with Steve Harvey, and her Instagram following just solidified that fact for me. Obviously, she was the main focus of the infamous Steve Harvey situation that happened in 2015. If you guys have been living under a pageant rock and you don't know, Steve Harvey accidentally announced the first runner-up as the winner at Miss Universe 2015, and Pia, who was announced as the first runner-up at the competition, ended up being the real Miss Universe, and the woman who was crowned Miss Universe ended up being the first runner-up, so they had a bit of a mixed up. But Pia handled it with so much grace, so much poise, and I think that is what led to her being known as one of the most incredible Miss Universes of all time. So yes, guys, those are the top 10 most famous Miss Universes right now, most iconic. Obviously, there are some women who have been crowned in the past who are also amazing and iconic in their own right. And maybe I'll do a part 2 to this series. Let me know, then we can check out some of the older Miss Universes as well. If you know of any older iconic Miss Universes who made quite a splash back in the day, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.